Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm making a long overdue video of the Scorpion case for the iPhone 6. This is from a company called Sahara. From what I've seen, this is a pretty nice case. I have used it a tiny bit, but I mean not a ton, not as much as I would have liked to, but I've been extremely busy lately with reviews and stuff. But anyway, so this is just the packaging that it comes in, which I particularly like just because of how you open it. So this is, of course, views the case and gives you some features of the case and stuff like that. Then you can actually open the bottom part and get the case out, which is really nice. It made putting it back in here incredibly easy, and it was really nice to see that just because of how easy it is to do that. Then you just go like this to seal the box back up, and then you can close this, and then you have the box for your case. So this is just the case itself. We have this piece that was in here, but I didn't want to put it back in here because, you know, it was kind of a struggle. And it says welcome to Sahara, and there's some installation instructions for the included glass screen protector. So it's not just a regular screen protector, this is a glass screen protector which is included. I think it is very nice. I haven't seen many cases that include that just because glass screen protectors are much more expensive and a lot nicer than plastic screen protectors. I've seen many that include plastic screen protectors. This one actually includes a glass screen protector, which is really nice to see. This is the actual case itself. It isn't multiple pieces. It kind of looks like it would be, but it's just kind of a slightly hard plastic here and then just a soft rubber here, and it's pretty flexible and feels a little light and cheap, but it's pretty nice once it's actually on the phone. So anyway, we have this here, and then included as well is our screen protector. So once you have it off here, you can see the glass screen protector. It's actually in this foam here, and we can pull it out, and there's this glass screen protector, which is really nice to see included. I've never reviewed a case that has included a glass screen protector. I mean, I just got an email to review one, so that will be, but before I had gotten this, I had never reviewed a case that includes a glass screen protector, so it is really nice to see. Immediately shows that they care more about their customers, so rather than just getting a case, you're getting a case and a glass screen protector, which I highly recommend you use. And as well as our glass screen protector, it looks like we have a very large dust removal thing. I actually haven't seen this design of dust removal tape. I guess it kind of makes sense. It just fits over the actual iPhone 6, so you can totally peel this off, put it over the iPhone 6 completely, and then peel it off, and it'll get all the dust off. I've never seen that. It's actually kind of intelligent, just because I'm used to little dust strips, and you just get the individual pieces of dust off, but this you can just get all of it off at once, so that is a very good idea, and then it will make installing your glass screen protector much easier. There isn't any wipes or anything to clean your screen, so you just have to rely on this dust removal tape, this little cloth here, as well as the bubble removal stuff. This is like a hard card here, which you would use to push bubbles and air out and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's nice to see, just because, you know, that's what you would need to install the glass screen protector, which I've seen with many other things, but a lot of other ones also include an alcohol wipe for cleaning your screen. This one does not. It's not a huge deal, but it would have been kind of nice to see. However, they didn't even need to include a glass screen protector, and they did, so you can't really complain. We have a custom Sahara cloth here, so it's not just a regular cloth. It says Sahara on it, which is kind of nice. You can use to clean your screen, and then you can just, of course, install the glass screen protector if you would like to do that, which I highly recommend you do, but I can't comment on the quality of it because I'm not going to use it because I already have a glass screen protector on here. As for the actual case itself, I'm going to install it and then uninstall it because people always ask me, how do you uninstall this case? And I really never thought that it would be difficult or something that needs a video about, but I will go ahead and show you how to uninstall it as well. So to install, we simply put it in one side, and then you kind of clip it on around the sides here, and then you have it on. It's really that easy. And then to uninstall the case, you would kind of push up on one corner and put your fingers behind it, and then push up on the other corner. Then you have your phone out of the case. So once you have the case on, you initially see that the look of it. It looks pretty good. There's a nice little cutout for our Apple logo here, and up here it looks a little funny because they put a plastic piece over here. I mean, it still has a cutout for the microphone, but it looks a little funny that they put a plastic piece here rather than just leaving it all open. So I haven't seen that on the case before, but it definitely doesn't look bad. And on the bottom we have a cutout for all of our ports down here. You should see we have one cutout for all of our speaker. It's not like each hole is individually cut out or anything, which isn't a big deal. And then we have a good size cutout for our lightning port as well as our headphone jack. My lightning port is still really dirty. I probably should clean this sometime soon, but anyway, here you see the look of the case. Again, we have a nice Sahara logo back here. So this piece is kind of a hardish plastic, and then this piece is just rubber here. So this feels good if you're holding the phone like this for some reason. You can kind of feel the rubber, and it helps grip too because this piece is actually kind of goes down a little bit, so it'll help you with gripping. So for our sleep wake button, we just have one little cutout for it. It actually is like the same level as the case, so it feels really weird pushing this. I mean, it still works, but it feels weird because this is the same level as the sleep wake button now. Most I've seen just have overlays, but this one has a cutout, and it definitely doesn't feel bad, especially because if you are in the dark or something, you can kind of run your finger up and you just sort of feel it dip down, and then you know where the sleep wake button is, which is really, really nice. And on this side it is the same kind of deal. There is a good cutout for our mute switch, and you can just easily mute and unmute your phone. It's not difficult, it's not like too far down there or anything, it's about on the same level as well, which is where it's actually beneficial. But on the same for our volume rockery, it's just the same level and you can easily push all the buttons, and it does feel very, very good. Not sure if I prefer this to an overlay, but it isn't a bad design either. So as for protection, it doesn't do a ton for you because the corners aren't really reinforced. I mean, there is shock absorbing polyurethane rubber on the bottom, so it will do a little bit just because, you know, there's still a tiny little piece here, but it won't do a ton for you. If you incorporate the fact that it has a glass screen protector, this has very good protection, but without the glass screen protector, it is just a kind of very slim case. However, because this case doesn't offer a ton of protection, it is very thin and will slip in and out of your pocket very nicely. So if you don't drop your phone very much and just want a little bit of protection from scuffs and stuff like that, then this is a great case for you. But if you're looking for a bulkier case that will add a bunch of protection, this really isn't the great one for you. I personally prefer cases like this because I don't really drop my phone at all, and it goes in and out of your pocket really easily. It doesn't maintain the look of the iPhone 6 very well, but it maintains the feel very well just because of how thin it is. It doesn't add a ton to the corners or anything like that, which is nice to see. There is a very slight lay on the table design. It isn't anything significant, but if you run your finger over, you can see it kind of gets caught here. So that means that the case will be what's hitting the ground if you drop it rather than your phone hitting it. And of course, if you still incorporate the fact that there's a glass screen protector, your phone is pretty much 100% protected while in this case from everything except really big drops. Apparently this case has a revolutionary lens hood which improves image saturation. I'll put up a couple images on screen now so you can see that this image is with the case on and then this image is without. Apparently this case improves image saturation with photos taken from the camera, but I personally don't see a huge difference, however you might. So after using this case for a while, I really enjoy the feel of it just because I've actually gotten to like these buttons here. I at first thought they were a little annoying because I'm used to overlays. However, it's really nice to actually be pushing on the button that's on your phone rather than pushing on the cases button. So it's a pretty nice feel, and the finding your buttons is a lot easier. So if you're not really used to your phone or something, finding the buttons is a lot easier because it kind of dips down, which is really nice to see. So this has been my review of the Scorpion iPhone 6 case from Sahara. I personally like this case a lot, especially considering it comes with a glass screen protector. That is my favorite thing about this case, is I love glass screen protectors, and to have the case actually include one is really, really nice to see. I wish all cases did this. So that is definitely worth mentioning if you are deciding between this case and another one. Just think about the fact that this one includes a screen protector, and it is not just a cheap plastic screen protector, it is a glass screen protector, which is probably the nicest screen protector you can buy. I can't actually comment on the quality of the screen protector, but it's still glass over plastic, so I'm sure it's a lot nicer than most screen protectors that come with cases. So if you guys like to purchase this product, and of course the link will be in the description, as it always is. If you guys enjoyed this video in particular, then a like rating is always appreciated, and if you'd like to see more videos similar to this one, then feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next review.